Alright, hello everyone. This is a League replay that I just played. And, I'm just in blind pick, so, no one really picked to counter anybody. And, we also have a Teemo support. I think he wanted top, but, he must have realized that I would be a better top, because I was V. And V support is kind of silly. But, yeah, Teemo kind of goes ham this game, so, I think it worked out way for the better. In fact, everyone kind of does really well. But, I'm not really going to look at the other lanes, because that isn't very exciting. Especially right now, since it's just going to be them destroying. But, my lane has some, something just, kind of fun to it. I don't know. Me and Rengar both had a really good time. After the match, we were like, I was tempted to add him so we could do that again, because that was really nice. I did kind of just end up completely beating him in CS, but we had this really nice fight, and I was hoping to share that with you. Now, I believe I get my E first, so that I can clear minion waves really quickly, because it's absolutely amazing, and it's also her only harass. So yeah, I would definitely max it first any time. No, I was a little hesitant to move up at first because I know Rengar jumps out of bushes, and I did not want to get jumped. But, so, it looked like he was just down at blue buff helping, and that's what I'm gonna assume happened. Right now we're just both CSing. We haven't even really used spells except for him, but that's because he has no mana. I don't actually understand how his mana thing works, so I couldn't tell you. But yeah, he's just taking CS. I'm taking CS. I'm getting in the bushes so that he can't get them, because I don't want him to wander in the bushes and get a jump on me, because I do not want to engage until I have an advantage. That's just how I'd like to play. And Rengar, at least he used to have an amazing early game. At least when he first came out. Not very familiar with laning against Rengar, so I don't want to take my chances. And, yeah, both level 3. I believe I had a little bit of an XP advantage on him, or that might have become later. I don't know. But yeah, lane's just kind of frozen in the middle. I think I've been getting off a little bit of harassing him, I think, with my E. I just kind of getting last hits while farming. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but I don't give a shit. I meant harassing while farming. But I guess I'm doing all three. When you think about it, it's kind of redundant. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, my minions are definitely pushing, and I think that as a result of the fact that my E pushes minion waves even when I don't want it to. So that's a downside of playing V, that sometimes you can push up when you don't really want to. But the good news is that when you push up, because V has an amazing escape with her Q, it's basically just a chargeable flash. It's really an interesting move, but it's kind of like a unique jump. But it's really useful if you escape line of sight to use it, because it moves really quickly. At least I think it does. And it charges quickly and it gives you long range. So you want to be really having bush control when you're in this V versus Rengar setup. No, here I haven't seen Kale because I haven't been looking. And I don't remember if she's ganked at all. So I'm just gonna sit here and not be on the riverside. That just sounds dangerous to me. So I'm just gonna push the lane as hard as I can so that he loses as much CS as possible. I don't want him to be getting anywhere near me in CS. You see, currently I am at 31 CS and he is at 21 CS. So I've already got like a major advantage on him just from the CS. And I just like these left. It's fun to hit. Because she points. Like, I don't like it when she doesn't point. Because then it's just like, wow, that's just lame. I didn't want to laugh. I wanted to point. You know what I'm saying? And be like, you! But anyway, I want to try and deny him his big creep. But I don't, but I can't really get it onto the tower safely. So I just settle for making sure I get mine. Now Jax is here, and I would love to try something right now, but he just kind of, he knows what's up. He doesn't. I don't think he has a ward, but he just knows what's up, and he's staying out of my range. So Jax just leaves. Kind of depressing, but that's a really good play by Rengar. Just knowing without a ward whether or not the jungler is there is very important. You have to like read the body language of your lane opponent, and you can use that a lot of your times to your advantage. Which is why sometimes I feel ganks go better when the laner doesn't notice the jungle, because then even the enemy will have nothing to go on. So that's just something. Well, I'm just sitting up here in this bush because I still haven't seen KO, and I am scared of the game. Yeah. We have a little engage here, but my armor breaker kicks in, and that's when I deal my humongous amount of damage. So if he stays and fights me until my armor breaker kicks in, he ults here and I am scared and I just run. Yeah, but anyway, my armor breaker, when it kicks in, I get a lot of damage out. And you do not want to fight V once she's activated her armor breaker. In fact, you don't even want her to get her armor breaker off. Now it is a passive, so if you just harass her with don't let her have two melee hits that she does, it doesn't pop anything. But if she has 3 melee hits on the same target, then it does pop the armor breaker. So you really don't want that to happen, especially if she's leveling it up, because then it does percentile damage, I believe, and it gives her a boost in attack speed, and she just becomes really good at fighting once that happens. Yeah. Now, I placed the ward all the way down there because I'm on purple and I don't want anyone, like, it comes in really handy because you can see when someone comes in and when someone leaves. The only thing is you can't see in that bush. So if, say, Jax comes up here and he wants to jump in the person in the bush, then he can't until I have vision. So that's a little bit downfall. But other than that, that's a really good ward position. And I am completely decimating these minions right now. He's trying to freeze the lane, I think, right outside the turret, but I think he failed up there. He also, he picked up, when I was back at base, I knew that I was winning, so I picked up a Brutalizer, and he picked up everything of the phage except for the actual phage. I could have went for the phage, but I wanted to press my advantage, and the best way to do that is Brutalizer. Especially because the cooldown reduction, that even helps. Yeah, I get pinged here, I was unaware of this. I guess, yeah, see, I just see the, that ward just gave me complete vision of KO. And now I don't have vision of her, but, because there's only one place she could be, and, yeah. So it's just fun. So then I go back in as soon as she leaves, and she turns around, but the ward still is informing me of her position. So it's really nice. This Rengar's in the bush, and I'm scared. But he jumps out because he wants to get skills. Which leaves me to completely push the lane. He's also at really low health, because I believe I hit him with some of us for me, and Kale's back, just trying to catch me off guard, and I just won't have any of it, especially because Jax has taken notice that Kale is always up here, and he just jumps in, he gets this beautiful stun. Rengar ults, so he's invisible, Then I decide I'm going ham, use my ultimate, jump on her, get out to her range, and Rengar is... I'm scared of Rengar. I don't want him to just... I could kill him, no problem, but I don't want to take the chance, and if he tries to come over here to do it, then being in a bush will give me the advantage to just kill him immediately. I did not have flash exhaust, I think. I mean, I did actually. I can't tell because, I don't know. It said there was something weird with fraps in the whole quarter. So, I don't know. McCarthy's ults me, and that's annoying. I want to be able to turn around and just go to Summer's platform, but I don't want to waste any time. So, I just go up. Now I've got a lead by about 23 CS and a single kill on him. And that's really good. Also, my ward wore off, so so I just gotta go place another one in exactly the same location, since it worked out so well before. By the way, like that Jax really, that was amazing. Him just taking notice that KO was just constantly ganking top. She wasn't getting anything done, but it was really nice of him to come up here and help me snowball my lane even harder. So yeah, props to him for that. Also, I have blue buff now, so I can just spam my skills all day. The only thing is, I shouldn't spam her skills. Okay, and that time, thanks to whoever bringing me back, because she actually did catch me off guard that time. But luckily, it doesn't matter, because I managed to get out. Yeah, this is really the only thing blue buff's good for, is just pushing down creep waves almost immediately on V at least. Because you can't really spam. Like, the only other spell she has is her ultimate and her Q. And her Q is only useful for going ham, so, you know, not the best. But I like it, because the cooldown reduction also helps, I guess. But mainly it's not happening. And if I could, I would just give it to like Malachi. And now it's gone, so yeah, whatever. He is successfully freezing lane here, so I tried to back him up, and he still got CS, so that's depressing. But he's missing these now. And I just like completely destroyed all his creeps without even going underneath the tower range because of how good her E is. And Kale is back for like the 17th time. Completely unsuccessful. You think she would take the hint that there is a ward there, but no, she doesn't. She is moving up further, but no. Alright. Yeah. When I was playing this, I was getting a little bit frustrated with how annoying Kale was being. But it was, my map awareness was way better than it usually is this game. And I was actually paying attention to my wars. I think it's funny when Rengar kills something with a slow down move, because it just spins around their lifeless body. Now here, I'm just waiting around here since he's refreshed my wars since it's slow, and Kale is going to be ganking constantly anyway. And I don't want to risk anything. Now Rengar, this is a really nice fight. Rengar jumps the bush, but I don't want him to jump on me, so I jump on the bush. And then I get my armor breaker off on him. He goes invisible and jumps on me. Then I get my armor breaker off of him. And then he starts dealing damage to me, and then, okay. My goal is to wait for my Q to recharge and then jump in the bush. Also, I activated my health pots, so that might give me an advantage in lane. He jumps out of the bush, I ultimate him, and he heals, but the overall damage from my ultimate and my armor breaker and my E and this health bar regen just won me the fight. And I thought that was probably my favorite part in this entire game, was that fight right there. Because it was all over the place, and it was more unique than just right click on the enemy. Which is a lot of times why I prefer playing top lane instead of AD carry. Because I mean, sure, AD carry takes skill and it's got they have spells and stuff, but it's not as fun as that. That was crazy. Also, it's not that amazing that I won since I had an advantage by like 40 CS and already a kill. But it was fun nonetheless. And yeah, Rengar seemed to have agreed on that. I don't know if it doesn't appear to be showing in the chat, but I said good fight, and he was like, yeah, that was a weird one. Now Jax is in my lane. He was just holding it, so that's nice. Trying to deny Rengar some CS. So Jax really good on doing that. Now I'm just gonna push my lane with the tower again to deny Rengar all the CS, which is really what you need to be doing. Is she just needs to bully the creeps, I guess, into being understar. Now I noticed that Jax is fighting Kayle, so I come down here, but he seems to have it completely by himself, so I don't activate any spells because I don't want to kill steal, because he's a nice person, he deserves the kill. My ward's disappearing, but I don't remember replacing it. I do replace it at some point, but I guess I just don't know. Oh, and I believe Jax placed a ward in the river bush for me. So that was nice. Right now I'm just we got me and Jax here. I wanna try and harass him as much as possible to make a tower dive possible. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to get it in time. Especially, okay, now Vayne comes up here, and Jax and me just jump on her. And I exhaust her so that she can't get away, but I get knocked away, but then Jax picks it up. Now his fortune came up and Teemo's coming through the river. And Jax is really low, but it's okay. Now Leona just came up. She gets this the whatever that move is on her off of me. I ultimate Rengar so we can stop dealing damage. So that Misfortune's ult has time to deal damage, and then I can deal more damage. And Misfortune gets 2 kills, which is really nice. She was already kind of fed, and now she's really fed. I would have liked one of those, but it's chill. Everything seems to be doing really good right now. I'm gonna recall Teemo placed a Super Teemo America Captain plate thing in the bush there. Which, at the time I was thinking, yeah, that's awesome, now I don't have to ward there. I don't have to ward there. But it doesn't really matter since no one's going to be going through there. So, I start heading down mid, because I think we need to start pushing to win, since my tower's fallen, and I can't really be up there safely. Makai is... I looked. I saw Misfortune going over this way, and I just realized she was taking A, so let's chill. And then I noticed my lane was kind of pushed, so I was just gonna clear this wave and then go back up there. Teemo seems to be taking care of the reason that the lane's pushing though, and I go in and oh, and then I noticed that it's a good thing that I was heading up to him before this happened, because it helped let me and Misfortune stop. Now right there, I feel like me and Misfortune maybe could have made a play there if like I had jumped through the wall and she had just backed me up, but I don't know, we were already in the lead and I don't want to risk any weird things by just no, I don't want to risk any gold by doing any weird things, and then we just win. So yeah, short little 20-minute game right there. So see you guys next time.